is up, everyone? It is Diecastbuffet here again. Guys, we have the 2023 Axalta primary for William Byron. This diecast is bright. Let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go, folks, out of the good old box, and let's dive into today's diecast review. Guys, this is one of the most brightest paint schemes on the track, and naturally, they didn't run it in 2024. They changed up the Axalta car and won a Daytona 500, so hey, more power to them. But from 21, 22, and 2023, this was, oh my goodness, one of the brightest race cars on the track because the orange is fluorescent red-orange. The yellow is like neon yellow, and the green and the blue is, I don't know if it's fluorescent, but it is freaking bright. Let's zoom in here to the front of the diecast. This is brand new out of the box. I do see some kind of like blemishes there. Okay, maybe it's just dirt. I don't know. Anyways, you got Byron right there on the front windscreen. You got Axalta there on the hood. Again, extremely bright looking race car. That's number 24 right there. Sudoku. Got Hendrick Motorsports. Go left side of the diecast. Really like this paint scheme. You know, it's not Jeff Gordon, you know, Rainbow Warrior. It's not Jeff Gordon 2000s. His 2025 car looks pretty good in the Axalta machine. But I still like this paint scheme, and I think it looks really good on an next-gen car. They did a nice job putting the logo on the side portion of it. And yes, the 24 appears to be that fluorescent day glow yellow that they usually do. I do see a lot of bubbles on this this A-pillar bar, if you will, you know, the name rail. There's a lot of bubbles there. I would try to kind of press them down, but I'm afraid it's going to crack it because it's on a decal. And I have a feeling that decal is a little bit more fragile because it is neon. So I don't know how strong the ink is if I was to press it and try to get it to form better to the diecast. Got HitYourCars.com right there, your 3 race win stickers, which that's kind of interesting. Like, didn't he run this car like at Daytona or something, like very early in the season? And this car got made and it has 3 race win stickers. So technically that means this is like a spring or early summer version of it. I don't know. That is kind of fascinating to me. HitYourCars.com, Valvoline, Axalta, Relay, got Liberty University. Now, one of the cooler portions about this car is the decals are kind of glossy, but the actual paint of the car is matte. That is a very nice touch. Got NASCAR 75th, got Goodyear. You can barely read the Goodyear logo. They didn't really put an outlining on it. Unfortunately, it blends in perfectly with the yellow. Cup Series, go to the back end of the car. You got Axalta.com, Camaro, a little bit of some just dirt and haze on this thing. And I think the chassis is a little loose. I mean, that's an easy fix. But that is one thing to note. Got the 24 right there. Valvoline ZL1. Go to the right side of this diecast. Of course, pick this one up from our good friends over there at Circle Diecast. It's probably still in stock. Maybe the diecast chassis variant as well at the time of this video. And you could pick up your copy today. Maybe you want some 2024 William Byron stuff. You know, the Daytona 500 race win. All that good stuff. Check them out over there at Circle B Diecast. Use promo code Diecastbuffet. So I do see a little bit of a decal overlap, or I say overlap, but something that needs to be trimmed on the front fender well. That's a very easy fix, so I'm not worried about that. Now, what's interesting about this paint scheme and why it possibly could get a little bit rare in the future is he won a race in this car. Almost every race win for William Byron has been made except his Atlanta 2023 win. Which is interesting because he had a streak going. From 2020, every single race to win car got made. You know, Chase Elliott, same thing. And then he had the Pocono win, which is kind of like an anomaly because it's not a traditional win. Hamlin took the victory lane photos. Elliott gets the check, you know, X, Y, and Z. But this one kind of falls into that ballpark because it's a race to win diecast, but it was range shortened. So you ain't going to have a bunch of, you know, dirt and grime probably on it. No confetti, none of that. It's going to be very similar to this paint scheme, probably just some logos changed. But what I'm trying to get at is that if you're a Byron diehard collector, you're going to want this car to turn it into possibly a race to win to fill that gap in your race to win collection. So I could see years from now, if enough people do end up turning these cars into the Atlanta race to win. I don't know how much dirt and grime's on it, by the way. But that could kind of dilute the population of it a little bit. And yeah, that could make this car a little bit more difficult to find in the future. Got Byron right there in the back window, and Axalta once again. Which I'm still shocked they didn't make that race to win. I know traditionally the range shortened races, the ones that are on pit road and they park it and all that stuff, they usually don't make the race to wins for those because there's no confetti usually most of the time, and it's probably in a makeshift victory lane depending on the weather. Like if the whole racetrack is soaked, I imagine traditional victory lane's probably soaked, so they're going to have to celebrate in the garage. There's no confetti. It's just a different thing, and it's not exactly appetizing to a lot of people who pre-order, right? So I still think they should have made it though, because it's Byron, it's the 24 car, it's Axalta, and they really could have just put a little cloth thing to act as the tarp. I think they should do that. I'm telling you, if they would do that, that'd be so cool. A little cloth to go over. Let me see. Let me take a piece of paper towel. And something like that, just imagine the paper towel is just, it's black with the Axalta logos and stuff. And then it would be on the diecast. They made these in the early 2000s in the Racing Champions line. They might have made them in the 1990s as well, but they made car cover diecast. So you can get a Terry Labonte car, and it would have, a rain cover on there. And the rain covers for the teams vary. Some of them are very basic. It'll just have the sponsor on the side. Sometimes it's the exact paint scheme. I think Joey Logano used to do this back in the Gen 6 era, where the rain cover was the exact paint scheme of his car, the Shell Pennzoil joint, and it was just sitting on top of his car. So it was kind of funny. What I'm trying to say is that would have been a really cool opportunity to find a way to kind of make just a simple cloth cover to put on the car. They could have increased the price maybe $1 or $2, make a very short, limited production run, and it would have been probably one of the most sought-after William Byron diecasts ever. If they were to do so. But that's all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it, guys. Hope you have a blessed one. And again, if you're a Byron fan and maybe you don't want to make it now, I would pick up one of these and just kind of keep it stuck back so you could potentially make the Atlanta race to win if you ever wanted to. Because every other Byron win has been made. Why wouldn't you want to have that, that car as a placeholder in your race win collection? And if it ever gets rare, good luck finding it, That's all for now, guys. Diecastbuffet signing off.